A gun on the football pitch? Yes, you heard that right. An actual loaded pistol brought onto the field by a raging club owner during a penalty shootout. Security scrambling, players frozen in terror, and fans watching in disbelief as armed security tackled him to the ground. And that's just one of the absolute craziest pitch invasions we're counting down today. From parachutists crashing into Champions League matches to swimsuit models sprinting across World Cup finals, these aren't your average pitch invaders. These are moments that sent the football world into absolute chaos. You won't believe number 4, a fan who actually scored a goal during a professional match. Stay tuned for the top 10 most insane pitch invaders in football history. 1. Kinsey Wansky's Champions League final invasion. During the 2019 Champions League final between Liverpool and Tottenham, viewers witnessed one of the most calculated pitch invasions in football history. Kinsey Wansky sprinted across the Madrid pitch wearing a revealing swimsuit emblazoned with her boyfriend's website. The marketing mastermind behind this stunt was her boyfriend Vitaly, already notorious for previous pitch invasions, including the 2014 World Cup final. Banned from stadiums himself, he recruited Kinsey to execute his plan. While security eventually escorted her off, the damage, or rather the success, was already done. Despite facing a €15,000 fine, the publicity generated an estimated €18 million in exposure for the website. The couple attempted a similar stunt weeks later at the Copa America final, but were caught before execution. 2. The Parachutist's unexpected landing. Football matches have seen many strange interruptions, but few as dramatic as when a parachutist literally dropped into the middle of play. Unlike planned pre-match ball deliveries where parachutists land with precision, this particular incident was entirely accidental. The bewildered jumper had miscalculated his landing zone and found himself center stage in front of thousands of shocked spectators. A similar incident occurred during the 2021 Euros at the Allianz Arena, where a parachutist nearly crashed into the media section before tumbling onto the pitch. Players stood frozen, officials scrambled, and commentators struggled to explain the surreal sight of a person falling from the sky. What began as a routine recreational jump ended as one of football's most bizarre pitch invasions. 3. The armed club owner. In perhaps the most dangerous pitch invasion ever recorded, a football club owner stormed the field with a pistol visibly tucked in his pocket. The shocking incident occurred during a high-stakes penalty shootout when emotions reached a boiling point. Security personnel quickly surrounded and escorted the enraged owner from the pitch, but the damage to the sport's reputation was already done. Authorities arrested him immediately, and courts later handed down a 2-year prison sentence for the unprecedented breach of sporting ethics and public safety. The incident sent shockwaves through the football community, raising serious questions about security protocols and the psychological pressures facing club officials in high-pressure situations. This remains one of the most disturbing examples of how passion for the game can dangerously overflow. 4. The Ronaldinho lookalike. A Brazilian man with an uncanny resemblance to football legend Ronaldinho turned a pitch invasion into a life-changing opportunity. During an Argentina training session, this doppelganger sprinted onto the field, causing momentary confusion among players, especially Lionel Messi. A close friend of the real Ronaldinho, Messi's genuine double-take and surprised reaction made the video instantly viral. The lookalike's perfectly timed invasion became so popular online that the resulting fame and attention reportedly earned him enough money to purchase a house in Brazil. 5. The goal-scoring invader. In a moment of unbelievable audacity, one fan elevated pitch invasion to an art form by actually scoring a goal during a match. With his team desperately needing a goal in the final minutes, this supporter took matters into his own hands, literally. Breaking through security barriers, he sprinted onto the field, intercepted play, and somehow managed to put the ball in the net. The stadium erupted in a mixture of shock, laughter, and cheers as players stood dumbfounded. While obviously illegal and resulting in immediate ejection and likely a stadium ban, the moment lives on in football folklore. The referee disallowed the goal, but the invader achieved something most fans only dream about: participating directly in the game they love and actually finding the back of the net. 6. The motorized wheelbarrow ambulance. In one of the most creative and humorous pitch invasions ever witnessed, 2 spectators transformed an ordinary amateur football match into comedy gold. Armed with little more than a wheelbarrow fitted with a small motor, these ingenious fans created their own makeshift ambulance and drove it directly onto the playing field. What made this incident particularly special was the players' reaction. Instead of expressing frustration, they fully embraced the joke, with some even pretending to need medical assistance. The impromptu medical team performed theatrical examinations as security personnel watched in bewildered amusement. This good-natured interruption demonstrates how pitch invasions don't always need to be disruptive or problematic, sometimes providing a moment of unexpected levity in the beautiful game. 7. Animal pitch invaders. Football pitches have hosted unexpected animal guests, creating some of the most entertaining invasions in the sport's history. One memorable incident featured a small dog who not only evaded security for over 7 minutes, but also snatched a player's boot and paraded it around the field like a trophy. Another game was interrupted by a rooster who displayed better dribbling skills than some professionals, leaving security guards frustrated as they failed miserably to catch the feathered pitch invader. Perhaps most heartwarming was the police dog who, overcome with excitement, abandoned its handler to join the game when it spotted the ball in motion. These animal interruptions typically receive cheers rather than jeers, with fans delighting in these unscripted moments of pure joy. 8. Jose Mourinho's coaching invasion. Even legendary managers aren't immune to the temptation of pitch invasion. In one of football's most shocking touchline moments, Jose Mourinho, known for his passionate sideline antics, crossed the line literally and figuratively. During a heated match, the self-proclaimed Special One abandoned his technical area and stormed onto the field to confront an opposing player. Security quickly intervened, but not before Mourinho delivered what appeared to be a punch. As he was escorted away, cameras caught his unmistakable smirk, suggesting he felt the action was justified. This rare instance of a manager becoming a pitch invader demonstrated that even football's elite professionals can sometimes lose control in the heat of competition, blurring the line between passion and improper conduct. 9. The drone invasion with a message. Technology has created entirely new categories of pitch invasions, as demonstrated when a drone carrying a provocative message interrupted a match. The flying device hovered over the pitch, displaying a banner taunting one team with the ghost of relegation, a psychological warfare tactic aimed at unnerving players. Stadium security was initially helpless against this airborne invader until a quick-thinking fan in the crowd took matters into their own hands, perfectly striking the drone and sending it crashing to the ground. The drone's operator, safely outside the stadium, managed a significant disruption while avoiding the personal risks associated with physical pitch invasions. 10. Violent mass pitch invasions. The darkest side of pitch invasions emerges when emotions boil over and crowds surge onto the field en masse. One particularly disturbing incident occurred in Turkey when fans from rival teams simultaneously invaded the pitch, initially to celebrate with players but quickly devolving into a violent confrontation directly on the playing surface. Similar scenes unfolded in France when Saint-Étienne's relegation triggered furious supporters to storm the field, forcing terrified players to flee to the locker rooms for safety. In Brazil, an entire stadium required evacuation when angry fans invaded after a controversial goal. These dangerous mass invasions represent the most serious threat to player safety and the sport's integrity, often resulting in match abandonments, significant fines for clubs, and mandated empty stadium punishments that affect innocent fans as well. That concludes our countdown of football's most outrageous pitch invaders. Which one surprised you the most? The parachutist, the armed club owner, or perhaps those adorable animal interruptions? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe and share with your football-loving friends. Until next time.